Well, in a major defense overhaul, two Indian Air Forces, Sukhoi 30 MKI jets have been rearmed with the Indo-Russian Brahmos supersonic cruise missiles. The Brahmos the aerospace has said that the more aircraft of the Sukhoi fleet will be rearmed over the next few years. New tests aimed at testing the missile's ability to destroy sea-based targets will be carried out in August. The Sukhoi jets rearmament plan was first announced in 2016. 40 Sukhoi jets will be rearmed with Brahmos. In 2017, in a landmark test, Brahmos air-launched variant was successfully fired from a Sukhoi 30 jet. The project will enhance the Indian Air Force's combat capability. The Sukhoi fleet is undergoing modifications at the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. A Brahmos that has been jointly built by India and Russia is a medium-range supersonic cruise missile. It can be launched from submarine, ship, jets and land. In fact, it is the world's fastest supersonic cruise missile. In the meanwhile, after months of dispute around Turkey acquiring the Russian-made S-400 missile defense system, Turkey has announced that the first shipment of the S-400 components had begun arriving in the country, moving the NATO member closer to a new standoff with the US. But first, let's take a look at what this mobile surface-to-air S-400 missile defense system is capable of. Every vehicle can carry 16 missiles, and its radar can track up to 300 targets simultaneously and decide to strike up to 12 missiles against 6 different targets. Now, these missiles can reach an altitude of 30 kilometers and travel up to 250 kilometers. It is one of the most advanced missile defense technologies in the market, but it is Russian technology, and Washington says it is not compatible with the NATO's defense networks, and in particular with the alliance's most advanced asset, the F-35 jet fighter. Turkey is the second largest NATO member and is meant to have access to the F-35, but the US fears that the S-400 would give Russia access to sensitive NATO and American military technologies and data on how the stealth fighter operates. Washington has said that there is no change in its position on the deal and that will in fact be talking to Ankara soon.
Let me say that we are aware of Turkey taking delivery of the S-400.
В первую очередь, позвольте мне сказать, что нам известно о том, что в Турцию были поставлены ракетные системы С-400.
Our position regarding the F-35 has not changed.
Наша позиция по F-35 не изменилась.
And I will speak with my Turkish counterpart, Minister Akar, this afternoon.
Сегодня вечером я поговорю с моим турецким коллегой, министром Акаром.
So there will be more to follow after that conversation, but for now, let me welcome our guests.
Turkey dismissed allegations saying it will protect all NATO technologies and remarking that Russia would have the tools to breach into the F-35 system anyway. But Washington has already halted training Turkish pilots and is weighing to suspend the sale of 100 F-35s to Turkey, forbidding Turkish companies to work on their components. Turkey may also face US-imposed economic sanctions, which would hit its already unstable economy very hard. Despite the threats, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is not backtracking on the $2.5 billion purchase.
Özellikle de işbirliğimizin S-400'ler sevkiyatıyla bunu Düşenbe'de de görüşmüştük. Mutabaka vardığımız gibi yol haritasının devamını şu anda izliyoruz. Füzenin ortak üretimi başta olmak üzere teknoloji transferini de içerecek şekilde ilerletilmesi bizim için de malum öncelik taşıyor.
But isolating Turkey is not a move that US can make at this point of time.
The S-400 dispute has all the ingredients to become the worst crisis that the NATO alliance has faced since its establishment in 1949. Turkey has been a pillar of the alliance. First, it helped the West to counter the Soviet Union during the Cold War era, and after that it helped securing the entire Eurasian part of the world. If the NATO alliance loses Turkey to Russia, it will lose a pillar of its integrated international security network. But it is also true that President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is playing a very risky game, because also for Turkey, eventually being thrown out of the alliance would have a very, very problematic setback. It will not be part of an integrated and international security network, which is absolutely up to date and still very powerful. So the S-400 role needs to be managed, and a way out, diplomatically possibly, needs to be found in order to preserve the balance of the NATO alliance. Daniele Pagani, reporting from Jordan for WION, World is One.
Now, as the tensions in the Gulf escalate,